I'm going to show you how to look at the descriptive statistics and the characteristics of the data set for between groups design. So these are the data that I entered earlier for this between groups design, in which we've got a quiet condition and a noisy condition. Now, to look at the descriptive statistics for this variable, we want to be able to look at each of the two conditions separately, because if we're going to do any kind of analysis, what we're assuming is these two conditions form two different statistical populations. So it's no good just looking at the RTs as a whole. We want to split them into their two groups. And the way we do it is this: we click on Analyze, Descriptive Statistics. Now, as you'll see here, there is something called Descriptives, but you get more information if you actually use Explore. So if we click on Explore, the variable that we want to look at is the one that we labelled RT. So we put that into the dependent list, because that's the dependent variable. Now, in the factor list, we want to split the two groups up, so we use condition and put it in the factor list. Now, click on Plots and select Histogram and unselect Stem and Leaf. Click Continue and click OK. As you can see, we've got the quiet and the noisy separated out, and it's able to label them quiet and noisy because we took the trouble to enter the labels. It tells us we've got 50 cases in each. Now, these are the descriptive statistics. I'm just going to pull this across a bit. So this first section, these are the descriptives for the quiet condition. So we've got the mean, we've got the confidence interval, we've got the trimmed mean, the median variance, standard deviation, the range, the minimum maximum scores, and the statistics about skewness and kurtosis. And then below that we've got the same thing again for the noisy condition, okay, just the same information. Then we have a histogram, and if we look at this histogram, you can see it looks a bit odd, because we've got a big bunching on the left, and at the right hand end there just seems to be one case out on its own. And the same for noisy, we seem to have a huge block on the left and then one case out on its own at the far end. Now, if we look at the box plots, now when you do a between groups in this way, and if you do both conditions at the same time, it'll plot them side by side. So as we can see here, what we've got is we've got case number 38 that seems to be an outlier. They seem to have taken an awful lot longer than everybody else to complete this task. And in the other group, we've got case number 88, who seem to have taken an awful lot longer than everybody else. So we need to make a decision about what to do with their data. But those are the descriptive statistics. That's how we get the information for between groups and how to get the two conditions separately.